What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Son of Pop's Culture. I'm Son,
And I'm Pops.
and this is episode 99.
So tonight we're gonna party like it's 1999. Dun, dun. Yep, 99. Feeling fine. Almost there. Almost
Yeah,
there.
almost there.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, triple
crazy, bud.
digits. That was a
Yeah,
good
just.
cover.
Do you like that? Do you like that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
I'm not going pro yet, but that's a side hustle.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we're like getting there. Rare air. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, just kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. What we do here at Sun and Pop's Culture is give you our take on movies, music, video games, comic books, literature, anime, sports, and a little slice of life. Sometimes you get the whole pie. East and West, young and old, X and Z, Sun and Pops. Where can the people find us at, bud?
You can check us out on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube at Son of Pop's Culture. There we have highlights and other stuff we do with the show. But if you ever want to chat or have a topic you want us to talk about, just feel free to hit us up because we love hearing from you guys.
Yes, indeed. Please do. We love listener feedback.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I guess we'll start where we always start.
Yeah. This week's drink.
This week's drink. Yes. Started as a 21-year-old's quest to find his favorite drink, but has since evolved or devolved into us drinking whatever we want. Because either way, we gon' drink. What do you have for the people tonight, bud?
Today, to keep in, this is the last recording of October, of spooky season.
Spooky season.
And being festive. It's actually a non-alcoholic drink this time.
Oh, look at you.
I have apple cider.
People, let me tell you something. Because I as well have apple cider. I as well have apple cider, baby boy.
Whoa!
Yeah, see that?
That was
great
not
minds.
planned.
Great minds up in this chumpy. That's what I'm talking about. I guess it got me hype. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. From 3,000 miles.
We thought the same thing.
Yeah.
When you yelled that, I was like, I thought you were gonna give like a fact or something.
Oh,
about apple cider.
No, nothing factual. Just that it's bomb and it's delicious.
It really
and you only get it in the fall, which is I feel like is appropriate because apple cider in the summer just wouldn't make it lick a sense. But once those leaves start to change and that weather starts to cool down, it's like, give me that good.
Yeah, and
yeah,
and I guess this is dependent on the person. Do you drink it cold or hot? I know you have ice cubes in yours right now.
Yeah, I have mine's cold right now, but I have drank it hot. I like it hot, but I like it hot if I'm like if I'm somewhere like outside.
Yes,
and they have warm.
And it's cold. It's brisk.
Yeah, it's like a hayride or a haunted house or something like that. Something country as hell, and they have warm apple cider. I'm all about it. About it. Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
it's versatile.
Yeah. Yes, it is. I have a vague memory of my first experience of apple cider, but I mean, it's really vague. I just remember tasting it, not knowing what to expect, and then being like, "Whoop." Like, what is this? like, this is not apple juice.
Yeah.
And your grandma being like, Matthew, it's apple cider. And I'm like, but why is it cider? Like, I'm obsessed with like, what is cider? But
like what? Why is this not juice?
Yeah, why is it not juice? But I know it's delicious. That's all I know. So yeah, that's dope. Cheers, bud.
Cheers
to the end of spooky season and apple cider.
Yeah. Oh man, I don't know the last time I had this. That just hit.
Yeah, buddy.
A half gallon of this.
Yeah, I probably could lose the ice, to be honest with you.
That was good. I just had mine in the fridge and poured it.
Yeah, that's good stuff right there.
Dry.
Neat.
Neat.
I
was thinking martini.
Neat. Yeah, you had it neat.
Yeah, I have.
I like my apple cider neat. Straight up, 2-finger pour. Yeah, that's funny. Man, it was good.
And you don't have to just drink it during October. You can drink it, I think, all the way to Thanksgiving. Get
Hmm.
yourself some warm apple pie,
True.
some warm
Warm up.
pumpkin pie.
Speaking
I didn't
of,
mean it like
anyway,
that, but
that's like my
I didn't
favorite
mean it like that.
metaphor. I'm
I
like, oh,
know,
that
I
warm.
know,
I'm like, man, that warm apple pie got him again.
I know.
Yeah, yeah,
Anyone who
yeah,
has watched American Pie
yeah.
knows that.
Modern day classic.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too. Warm apple pie. Oh man, your uncle Will was over yesterday, and we were chatting about just teenagers. And
Yeah.
it was just, and I said something about warm apple pie. He started laughing. I said, it's amazing what a teenage boy will do for some warm apple pie.
Yeah.
And I was like, you're
All
indestructible.
logic goes out the window.
Yeah, yeah, you're invincible.
Yeah.
You're unstoppable. You're invisible. Like nothing bad is going to come of this. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
anyways,
you want to
anyways,
get into a recent Instagram feed?
true indeed. You have the results for the poll.
Yeah. So, last we spoke, there's been 2 Instagram polls that we do every Saturday. So, go check
Hmm.
us out. But this month, I've been trying to keep it with like the Halloween theme, along with all the trivia. But last week we had best zombie movie. We
Mm.
asked the listeners, and we had
Hmm.
Shaun of the Dead, 28 Days Later, Zombieland, and Dawn of the Dead. It's hard just picking 4 because there's a
Yeah, there's a
lot of
lot.
zombie stuff.
Yeah, like Night of the
Yeah.
Living Dead. I'm sure somebody was mad that you didn't put that on there. But
Yeah,
yeah,
but I was just trying to
yeah,
think of our listeners and
yeah,
how many of them would actually
yeah,
pick that because I had a
yeah,
trivia question and not a lot of um,
yeah.
people guessed on the trivia question for that. So I was like, okay,
Mm,
they don't really watch, they haven't watched this. So,
yeah. Hmm. So what won?
but what one? You want to take a guess?
Well, I voted for 28 Days Later, but I know it didn't win.
It did.
I'm gonna guess that Zombieland won.
It did.
Yeah,
50%. It took
yeah.
the
Oh,
majority. I actually
okay.
voted for it. I voted for
Yeah.
Zombieland, surprisingly. I love all these movies though.
Well, it's
But
funny because I was talking to your aunt and uncle yesterday, and they said something about
mm-hmm.
the poll because I think your cousin he answered, but
Mm-hmm.
and I said, what's funny is like I said I almost picked Zombieland. I said, but I picked 28 Days Later because I love that movie. But then I was like, after I did it, I was like, I fucking love Zombieland. Like I was like, because I was like, I watched Zombieland 2 at their house,
Oh
and
yeah.
they had the DVR. So when next time I started it there, and next time I went back, they still had it, so I could finish it. They were like, "Yeah, you watched it like on 3 separate occasions at our house," and I was like,
That's
"I
funny.
did." I was like, "I really did."
Yeah.
But
I voted for that one. I thought it was just the most digestible. Like I don't have to be in a certain mood to watch it.
right,
I can just
right,
throw it
and
on.
I mean, Woody's great in that.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name? Eisenberg, Jesse
Yeah.
Eisenberg.
Yeah,
He's
he's in that.
great. I mean, we'll never see Emma. What's her name?
Oh yeah.
What's her?
I don't know her name in the movie.
Yeah, but what's her name in real
Emma
life?
Stone. Emma
Emma
Stone.
Stone. Yeah, I don't know if we see her for the third one. She's come way, way up since then. She
Yeah.
might
But
just
she
do it
still
for
does
fun.
fun
Yeah,
stuff.
she
She
might
does,
just do it for
yeah.
fun. She did
Yeah.
Cruella,
She did. She did.
So yeah, Zombieland's good shit. I remember when that came out, my man Anthony, he was our number one fan. Anthony, he was telling me all about it. Bill Murray, everything. The Twinkies,
Yeah.
everything.
It's
He loved it.
popular.
He
Mm-hmm.
loved it. And that's when like him and Sergi both know like I don't even mess with zombies like that. Because that would be like their running joke. I'd be like, nah.
Yeah.
Then they'd be like, especially if they run, I'm like, nah, I'll have nightmares. But 28 days later was just I watched it like on a humbug with your mom years ago and was halfway in it, like, why am I watching this movie? But then I was like, this is actually really good. And that's why I
Yeah.
liked it so much. It was just a good
It
film.
is a good movie.
Yeah. And I just, I was really
We're
digging
getting
it. Like,
a third one here soon.
yeah, and
Yeah.
I think isn't what's the name are coming back for it?
Mm-hmm. The
Yeah.
director, Danny Boyle,
Yeah. And
and
silly
Oscar-winning actor, yeah, Cillian
yeah.
Murphy.
Killian
Cillian
Murphy, yeah.
Murphy is
Yeah.
coming back.
Which
Yeah.
was I'm interested in seeing what 28 years later looks like because man,
Yeah. It's just gonna be
yeah.
COVID, quarantine.
It's gonna be
I guess that's gonna look like.
it's gonna be it happened again or something crazy. Like, are we
Yeah.
good? Thought we were good. I just loved how he walked in every room in that movie and was like, hello. And then shit would pop
Mm.
off. Like, people are like, is anybody home? That he'd be like,
Yeah.
hello. And as soon as he did it, you'd be like, and I'd be like, oh, here comes something right,
Yeah.
try to eat your face. So
Yeah.
yeah, that movie's good. But
It is.
yeah, yeah,
So that was zombie movies.
yeah, zombie
The
movies.
most
Yeah.
recent one I had best Scooby-Doo movie.
Yes, you did. That's right.
And there's a lot to choose from here.
Whew, good God. Yes, there
Many
is.
not too many good ones. Um,
Yeah.
but the options were Scooby-Doo, the live action,
Hmm.
Scooby-Doo 2, Monsters Unleashed, the second live
Isn't that
action
James
movie.
Gunn? Is that James Gunn? Or
He
the
wrote
first one?
he wrote the first one. He wrote the
Okay.
first one.
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island, and then Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost.
I did Zombie Island. That's what I picked.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. Yeah. You
And
watched
yeah,
that
me
about a
too.
zillion times as a
I
kid.
love
So
that
yeah.
movie. I
Yeah.
love that
Yeah.
movie. It still
That's
holds up. I rewatched it
Was
not
that
too long
with the
ago.
hot peppers? That was the one with the hot peppers, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Because they're
Yeah.
down in Louisiana.
Yeah, and the bayou and the
Bayou. Yeah.
hot peppers and the
Hmm.
feline monsters, and I remember all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good movie. Holds up.
Yeah.
Rewatch it. But we had our first tie. We had our first tie
Really?
with this poll.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Zombie Island and the first Scooby-Doo.
Really?
45%. Yeah.
Man, that's a culture clash right there.
I
Or no,
know.
because those are both
No,
that
no.
would get those are both for your
The
time.
demographic was
Yeah.
split.
Really?
I will say, I don't know how many people Gen X voted for Scooby-Doo. I have to go
Yeah.
through it again, but it looked like
Yeah.
everyone was my age that voted for Scooby-Doo.
Really? So then who voted for what's the name of Zombie Island?
Gen X and
Gen X
Gen
did.
Z.
See,
Yeah,
all us parents watching it with you. We were like,
yeah.
that shit was hard. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
on the one hand, Gen Z appreciates the first Scooby-Doo movie, whereas Gen
Yeah.
X like, oh, this is trash.
We gotta go. Yeah,
But
we got to go.
you gotta
Yeah.
appreciate it for what it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
So that's one of the best castings ever.
Was it? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it was. It was.
Best cat? I think so. I'm
I
not
just
saying it
remember.
is the best. I'm just
uh,
saying it's iconic.
I remember at the end he said Scooby Dooby Doo, and then when he was fighting Scrappy or whatever. Remember Scrappy showed up? I was like, what in the
Yeah, he was
hell?
the villain.
He was the villain the whole time. I was like, oh my
Oh,
gosh,
yeah. That
Scrappy
movie was
Dappy Doo.
originally supposed to be PG-13,
Could you
and they changed it
imagine?
last minute. It was supposed to be for a more mature audience.
I could see that. I
With
could kind
James
of
Gunn
see.
writing it too.
Yeah. Well, remember, is the first one the scene where? Yeah, it has to be. The first one's the scene where like there's a hot second when I think they're all possessed and
Yeah.
Velma's like in something tight, looking kind of righteous, and I was like, whoa,
No, that
whoa, Velma.
right.
And then the second one they took it further. They took it
Yeah, and
further
the
the second
leather.
one. Yeah, yeah, they went
Yeah,
further
the
and
leather suit. Yeah.
yeah.
The
I remember
first scene
having
has that. The first movie has that scene, and there's when they're all possessed, Fred's in Daphne's body, and he's like, "I can look
yeah,
at myself naked."
yeah, yeah. That's right.
Thought that was so
That's right.
funny.
Yeah. And now they're married. You know,
Yeah.
they're
No, they're
legit
married.
married. They've been together for like since then.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. That's one good thing to come out of that movie. Freddie Prinze
Yeah.
Jr. and Sarah Jessica Parker, aka Buffy the Vampire Slayer. No, not Sarah Jessica Parker.
Michelle Gellar.
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
No, yeah, Sarah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah. Man, I caught that pretty quick that time. Sober
You
October's
did. You did.
Sober October's work. Usually I'd run with it.
Oh, you have like mental clarity?
Yeah, I'm a little clearer now. I'm almost a month in. I will
I
say
know,
this.
that's impressive.
Yesterday was the first day that I actually wanted a drink. Like, I was like, man, I could go for a drink right now.
Mm.
And then I was like, well, I'm almost at the end of the month. I was like, I said I was going to wait till the wedding. I was like, I'll just
Yeah.
wait. But that was the first time I thought, and I actually wanted some apple pie moonshine. That's what I wanted. Because we made all that moonshine and now I'm not drinking. So it's just
Yeah.
it's just in
Or
the
you still
fridge.
have some?
Oh, yeah. There'll be some.
Okay, because I was like, there's still gonna be some for when I'm home.
When you come home. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, there'll be plenty.
Okay.
Oh, and speaking of, sidebar, happy birthday.
Oh,
Since
thanks.
since we went on hiatus, you turned 25, man grown.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
was but a wee lad when we started this.
Just a wee lad you were.
Yeah,
And
I
then
was
now,
21.
yeah, and now you're halfway to 30. So yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you're closer. Say you're closer to 30 than you are to 20. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, fun, fun, fun.
Man. Well, happy
Yeah.
birthday to you.
Oh, thank you,
Belated.
bud. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. For those of you who don't know, we're a week apart, and well, we're a week plus 20 some years apart. But
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, 49 is feeling fine. You know,
Mhm.
it's feeling fine. But anyways, moving on.
Moving on, I wanted to bring up something that a listener has brought up to
Okay.
me. Friend of mine, but he sent me a clip from the Ted TV show. The
Yeah.
teddy bear. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Ted.
A- and there's a scene they're like getting high or whatever, and Ted
Hmm.
brings up the Monster Mash song,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
they like analyze the song with the lyrics because if you listen to the song, uh so, they do the mash, the monster mash. I
Hmm.
had to type it down. I had to watch this a lot to understand what they were saying, but the
Yeah.
song, "The Monster Mash," is about the dance, "The Monster Mash," to the song, "The Monster Mash," but we don't ever hear that song, "The Monster Mash," that the monsters are dancing to.
What?
Yeah,
So you're saying
so
that
our
they're doing a
song,
dance to a
called "The
song
Monster Mash." The
called the
dance
Monster
called
Mash? Yeah.
to a song called "The
Yes.
Monster Mash," but we
Yeah.
don't know what that song is.
Because the song we're hearing is the song about them dancing to the song.
Yeah,
Yeah. Wow.
"The
That's kind
Monster
of
Mash,"
meta.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, in 1962.
That's
Whenever it
wow.
was released.
Wow. I'm gonna have to listen to that now.
Yes. Yeah,
Like,
the song "The Monster Mash" is about the dance, the Monster Mash, but we don't know the mash that the monsters are doing,
yes. Wow.
you know?
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
there's a
get
whole
it.
scene, and they have, like, a circle within a circle within a circle,
Yeah,
and we
yeah,
don't know
yeah,
the inner circle.
yeah.
We're on the outer
Wow.
circle.
We're on the outer
Yeah,
circle. That's
it's a
funny.
funny scene.
Yeah. Did that win that poll that day? No, it took second.
It
Yeah.
took second. It was very
Yeah.
close,
Yeah,
though.
it
It
was
was
very
very
close
close.
though. Wow.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's like Jack Black did a song a few years back. Is it called like the greatest song ever or something like that? But he's like, this isn't that. But it's the tribute or something. It's like that's like the lyrics.
Uh,
Like this
I
isn't
think I know
that.
what you're talking
It's
about.
just a
Yeah.
tribute. And he talks about how the whole song's about how awesome that song is.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like,
I do
yeah,
remember that, yeah.
yeah. It's
I
a
forgot that
tribute.
happened.
Yeah, yeah. That was Tenacious D.
Mhm.
Yeah, which is no longer a group because of politics, which is
Oh,
crazy.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, yeah,
So, yeah, that's just a fun little thing.
yeah, that
If you have any
is.
thoughts, hit us up on that.
Yeah, because I'm a deep dive out later on tonight and
Yeah,
be at work telling people about it.
people.
I'll be like, yo, did you know?
It takes a couple minutes to, like, wrap your head
Yeah,
around
wrap your
it.
head around. Yeah, I get it
Mhm,
though. That's
mhm.
pretty funny. They did the mash. They did the monster mash.
Yeah, it's a
Mm.
classic.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So, do you want to get into the nitty gritty? You want to talk pop culture, news?
Yeah, let's do
Um,
the news. Let's do the pop culture news.
okay. Well,
We have a
fire
lot.
away. We
Okay.
do. We do. Do you want to just
Wanna
go
just
ahead?
talk about the bad news?
Yeah, we're talking about bad news.
Man, so, San Diego Comic-Con,
Yes.
America's biggest pop culture convention. Uh,
Yes.
Tickets went on.
140,000 people.
Yeah, yeah, 4 days.
Hmm.
It's an event, We went last year, 2023,
Yes, we
and,
did. Yes, we did.
tickets went on sale yesterday, October 26th.
Hmm.
We were attempting to buy them, but
Yeah.
the site crashed 20 minutes in.
Yeah. So crazy.
And yeah,
Yeah.
as of now, the company has not released a date to buy the tickets again. They're still working
Hmm.
on the problem. I guess it's bigger than they thought. So yeah, they canceled the wholesale on October 26th, and they're just
Mm.
figuring things out.
See,
So
and it. Go ahead, bro.
tickets. Oh no, no. There's
Yeah.
just it's a lot to it, but
Well, this is the thing, people, about San Diego Comic Con. Like he said, it is the biggest pop. It is the biggest pop culture convention in the country. 140,000 people, 4 days. It's out of control. And the thing about the ticket sales is that you have to register just to get put into the waiting room,
yeah,
just to hope to get picked in the lottery to get tickets. So you don't just like go online and try to buy them. They have like a 3-step process to eliminate stuff like that from happening.
yeah.
And it did
Well,
not work. So
I think what
it did not work.
this thing, at least this year, you joined. It was like join the queue, and you just
Yeah.
click it, and that's it. It's like okay, you're in the queue.
Yeah.
Then when your turn comes up, that's when you sign in. So that
What?
first, yeah, it's because I joined because I wanted to like check all our information just to have it ready, but I couldn't sign
Yeah.
into my account because it just automatically puts you in the queue.
It just put you in a queue.
Yeah,
I
and
feel like
then
that's
it
not how it
pulls
was
you.
last time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it should be like flip flopped. You should sign
Yeah.
in, join the queue, so you already
Yeah.
have so they know you already have an account.
Yeah, because I feel like last time we we signed in, and then it was just like I watched the little guy getting closer
Yeah,
and closer. I
that
was
was
in the
still a
queue.
thing, but no,
Yeah,
you didn't have to
and
sign in. You just click the link, and it's like okay, you're in the
it
queue,
took you right there. Yeah, I don't think it was
and
like that
then
last
you
time.
have to add your account.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
wow.
I don't know if the site
That may
crashed
have
or
been
what,
the issue
but
because then you had people. Because remember the year of COVID when I won, but you weren't registered, so
yeah,
I wasn't able to get you a
that's still
ticket.
a thing. That's still a thing. You
Yeah.
need a red
Yeah. But I'm
account.
saying, but if that weren't the case, and you'd have been able to just click on and then got in there, and then it'd have been like, oh, you're not even registered by.
Yeah.
So
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 so they could have filtered it better by doing the
yeah,
opposite,
yeah,
instead of having
yeah,
100 people. Not saying it,
yeah,
proportionally, 100 people. You have 50 now because half of them don't have an account.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's and what you know what's crazy is they have yet to send out an email
Yeah.
saying anything. Like if you weren't
They
online, you
on their
don't.
Instagram, they said something like they're figuring it out,
Yeah, but
but
I
I didn't get an
expected.
email even the day of the sale. Like, oh,
That's what I mean. Like
that
I
was
thought that was.
weird.
Yeah, it was really strange.
Yeah.
You should have got something saying due to difficulties, or I mean, I get them not being sure
Mhm.
when they're going to go on sale again, but they're going to have to at least give you a week's notice,
Yeah,
you know.
at least. But yeah,
And
I'm so very surprised they haven't acknowledged it in
yeah,
an
like I
email.
mean,
That's very
and they
weird.
do their ticket sales through a third party, so that's who's probably
Mhm.
really getting like beat up right now. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, what did you do? Like, because
Mhm.
we'll go to Ticketmaster and call it a day, you know, like because it was like, yeah, because that was you text me, I was like, what? Like, cause
Yeah.
you were like, I'm in the queue. I'm like, sweet, here we go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Next thing you know, you're like, yeah, it crashed. I was like,
Yeah. Because
what the
at
hell?
first it was, like, paused. Queue has
Yeah,
paused, and I was just like,
and that's not
"Okay," and
good.
after
That's
10
never
minutes,
good.
I was like, and then I sent the
Yeah,
message.
because you were like,
But
it paused, and I looked it up online,
mhm.
like, and I was like, oh, that's never good. It's like
No.
that's either technical or financial issues going on.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was like, that's crazy. So I don't know. It just we'll see. You know,
Yeah,
we'll see what
hopefully
happens next.
we can get tickets.
Yeah, it'd be nice. I mean, it's crazy because we're saying this, and we've been there twice together. I've been there 3 times because I snuck in, and there are
Mhm.
people who haven't got a ticket yet once, and we're like, oh, we get to go again. I was just, I don't know. We can't win like the Powerball, man, but we definitely win the
It's not a
Powerball.
lottery. People were like, "Oh, I can't. Oh, I haven't gone." You
No,
could try.
it is a lottery if you don't because
It
you can
is, but it's not that bad of a
they only
lottery.
have X amount of tickets
Mhm.
for and they get way more people trying to go.
Mhm.
Especially because you got to deal with the fact that people want to go multiple days. You know what I'm saying? And once you
Yeah.
get in, you can buy tickets for every day, which you know. Because remember the one year, like I said, we had our options were like Sunday and Thursday.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah,
But
because
anyways,
we were on the list late.
yeah. So we'll see. Hopefully it works out. I mean, they'll figure
Yeah,
something out.
hopefully.
That brings millions of dollars into San Diego every year. Like
Yeah.
millions. It's crazy how many people show up there. Yeah. We'll get some live footage and all that good stuff. Be dope. But
Mhm.
yeah. So moving on.
Moving on, wanna talk about One Direction? 1D?
Yeah, yeah. Your mother had mentioned that to me this morning, actually.
Yeah, this was actually October 16th, but
Wow.
yeah, Liam Payne, member of One Direction, passed away.
Mhm.
He was 31 years old.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
but yeah, he was one of the 5 members, yeah,
Yeah.
of One
Well,
Direction.
he what fell from a balcony, right?
Yeah, he was under the influence on a lot of things, and he
Oh,
fell.
the
Yeah, and
toxicology report did come out.
yeah, they,
Yeah.
like, showed pictures too of the
Oh.
scene. Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Wow, that's a shame. That's a shame.
Mhm.
I'm not familiar with who he is exactly. I know Harry Styles and Zayn. That's who I know, you know. But but that's still a shame, you know.
Yeah. The fans of the group from way back when, they were upset.
I'm sure.
They were
I'm
they were
sure.
expressing their sadness.
Yeah. I mean, sex, drug, and rock and roll, you know.
Mhm.
Mm, crazy. That's crazy. And that's a terrible way to go. It's terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not
Yeah. I mean, that's really all I can say about it is
Mhm.
that's terrible. I don't know how high up he was, but mm,
Yeah, I don't know
yeah.
either.
Yeah.
I honestly think I think it was 3 stories. I could be wrong.
That's enough.
But yeah.
That's what 14 times 3, you know.
Mhm.
So 50, what is that, 52, 42 feet? Yeah, 42 feet. Sorry, people. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
But I'm sorry. I do the same thing at
RIP.
work, bud. Sorry. I
You're
do it.
good, you're
And
good.
it drives people nuts. I'm like, oh. Anyways. Yeah. Yeah. RIP. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Mhm.
Man. Mm, it's crazy. So you saw the clip of my man Tom Holland, right? In the paparazzi with Zendaya.
Yes, I did see it. After you talked to me about it, I did
Yeah,
watch it,
yeah.
yeah.
So, yeah, people, if you didn't know, Tom Holland's that dude. He's about that life. They were they were on the streets in New York City. I don't know where they were coming from or where they were going, but I know they were in matching outfits, looking like a power couple. I love them, by the way. I just love that couple. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Um, and they came out, and the paparazzi was right there, and then they swarmed Zendaya, and Tom was walking ahead of her, so they kind of got in between him and her, and he basically, muscled his way back, pushed a couple paparazzi back, and took his girl by the hand, like, "Come on, baby," and
Mhm.
got her up out of there. And then he had to push somebody again out the way. Now he wasn't crazy aggressive with the last dude. He just like put his hand on him and moved him.
Mhm.
But but when he first went in, he was just like, get out of her face. And I
Mhm.
was like, good for him, man. Like, like good for him. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
People act
definitely.
like that this their job and it's their job to be famous or whatever, but you still are invading people's personal space. Like when you're up, it's just crazy. Like it's
Mhm.
just like I remember back in the '80s when Sean Penn was like punching paparazzi and shit. And I was just
And
like,
he's
when he
a
was married,
interesting character.
well, when he was married to Madonna, he was like punching paparazzi.
Mhm.
I mean, their wedding got like ruined by helicopters flying over, taking pictures and stuff. It was like insane.
Mhm.
So yeah, but I don't know. I was digging it. I was digging Tom Holland stepping up for his girl. So, but that's just me.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Tiny little polite British
Yeah,
man.
little British, you know. Like you hear him yell something, like say something, and his accent this was his
Yeah.
real voice. And I think that's right. He's British as
Yeah,
hell.
he is. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Very
So yeah,
polite fellow.
yeah. Shout out to my man Tom Holland. And has announced that Spider-Man 4 is official.
Mhm.
So yeah, so that's a whole thing. That's a whole thing. So yeah,
We knew it was coming.
we knew it was coming, and it's gonna get all my money. You know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's freaking Spider-Man. You know,
Mhm.
that has only not been ruined because Marvel's managed to keep their finger on it and not let
Yeah.
Sony just like go crazy. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Did you know it wasn't, No Way Home was not released in China?
because
Apparently, they had the scene of the Statue of Liberty, and they wanted that cut, and Sony said no.
Why?
Too patriotic. America,
Oh,
Statue of Liberty, freedom. That's
oh
the symbol of
wow!
America.
Like Spider-Man ain't. But I'm just saying, so they can watch a Spider-Man movie, but you can't have like actual like. That's
Dad,
crazy.
that's
I
America.
know,
That screams
I know.
America.
Oh wow, that's great. Well, so I'm saying no,
But
I'm
I'm
saying
just saying
China.
it's still. I just want to bring that up because it still made like so much
Yeah,
money.
so much
It almost
money.
made
No,
$2 billion. Yeah,
yeah, I
without
get
China.
Sony not Sony not letting them do it, not doing it. That's what I'm saying. I guess Sony not doing it, but it's just crazy that China had an issue with that.
I'm
Because I
not
mean,
surprised.
but they get everything else we do. So
But the Statue of Liberty
yeah, but I'm like, I
screams
guess
America.
it does scream America, but so does the Fast and the Furious.
No, it
Like
doesn't. No, it
how does
doesn't. The
it
Statue
does
of
it?
Liberty is literally the symbol. Like
The
every
symbol
guys
of
would get
I
off
know,
the boat.
but
They're
I
like,
mean,
"Oh, we made it."
I feel like every time someone in China sits down and sees one of these movies, they know it was made in
Then
America.
yeah, they know obviously,
Yeah,
but
like it's
I don't know
like
what they just don't want the symbol.
they
I
don't
don't
want to see
know.
the. I
They don't
guess
want the idea.
so is Avengers in China because Captain America is right
Yeah,
there. I'm just asking. I'm
yeah.
just
I don't.
asking.
Yeah, they might. I don't know how they hide that.
Yeah, so that's crazy. So they didn't want it. So they didn't give it. So they didn't get banned, but it still
Yeah.
made a
Well,
majority
obviously they
dollars.
couldn't. They really couldn't take that out. It's like
No,
the third
yeah, half
act.
the movie. Yeah, they're fighting in the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah. But yeah, it
Or we
still
just have
almost made two
like we have
billion
one
dollars.
small request. We
Mm-hmm.
just want the Statue of Liberty
Just
out of
jump
the
to the
movie.
end.
They were like, okay. He's gonna come through a portal and then it's gonna be credits. Got it? Cool. Like
Yeah.
that's the movie. But wow. We. But crazy. Crazy. I need to
But
rewatch all of those. Straight up. I could rewatch all of
MCU
those.
Spider-Man or what?
MCU Spider-Man, yeah.
Uh,
I could. Yeah, I only rewatched one scene in
mm,
Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. You already know what it is. So
yeah.
when Gwen falls, I'm just
Yeah,
like,
they're okay.
yeah, they're okay. I'm not gonna argue with you. They're
They're
okay.
okay. Yeah, they're okay movies. MCU Spider-Man. No Way Home is the best one.
No Way Home. That's the middle one,
No,
right?
Homecoming I enjoy, but
That
it's
was the
just
first
like
one, right?
Stark Jr. Yeah, that was the first
Yeah.
one.
Well,
But
it was cool.
he's just Stark Jr. in that, and that just drives me nuts.
Yeah. So No Way Home's the third one,
Yeah,
right?
that was the
Yeah.
best one. Yeah,
Yeah, that was the best
and
one. Yeah.
Far From Home. I think that's okay.
I like Far From Home. You
I
know, I
like
do.
parts of it a lot, but
I mean,
as a whole,
that was like the epilogue to the first part of the MCU, right? Wasn't that with Mysterio?
of
Yeah.
yeah, it was like
Start.
it was the last movie of the Infinity Saga.
Yeah. Yeah. But it was nice how they finally moved him past being little Stark
That was
and
nice.
he became your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, homemade costume, all that good stuff at the end.
That was No Way Home.
Wait,
I'm
that was
talking
the
about
last
Far
one.
From Home. I thought I was
Yeah,
talking
I'm
about
saying
Far From
I'm saying
Home.
no, I was, but I'm saying how like they moved him from
Oh,
where he was in the first two, and by the end of the third one,
oh,
he was out from underneath Tony, and
mm-hmm.
he was now your
On his
friendly
own.
neighborhood Spider. He was really on his
Yeah,
own with all the
yeah,
Peter Parker issues,
mm-hmm.
which we'll see in the fourth one, I'm sure.
Yeah. Hopefully they continue that trajectory.
Yeah, I'm really wondering if they're gonna do something bananas like introduce a Gwen or introduce I don't know, a redheaded MJ or I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm wondering what's gonna come next for the franchise and for those two because she doesn't remember him at all
yeah.
after
Like,
that
how do you
movie.
get around that?
Yeah,
But
how did does he
I
just
mean, yeah. There's a lot of loose threads that they have to
yeah,
continue with.
yeah, yeah. Have you heard any word on when the next Spider-Verse is coming?
Nope. It's supposed to be this March, right?
It was supposed to be March,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
been delayed. I think 2026. They're saying.
That's crazy,
Which,
buddy.
hey, I mean,
That's
take your
so
time because it took
crazy.
them 5 years to make the second one.
Did it
At
really? You
least,
say that.
yeah,
Didn't
four and a
feel like it.
half. It felt
Man,
like it. 4.5.
man.
I was in college and I was out of college.
Wow.
So
Wow.
it felt like it to me. But take their time. I don't want it to rush. When they said it was
Yeah.
supposed to come out not even a year later, I'm like, how?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then slowly the news started going like, what's her face, Haley Steinfeld didn't even record her lines yet, and we're like,
Yeah.
wait, it's
Yeah.
supposed to come out
Wait.
next year.
Yeah. Like
Like,
she hasn't even
why
started.
would you lie?
Yeah.
You just straight up lied.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so funny.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I mean,
but it's gonna
I'm
be
ready for
amazing.
it. It is. I'm ready. I
Mhm.
need another dose of miles. You know.
Yeah,
So since we're in the Spider Verse, uh, do you want to talk about it?
the cinematic masterpiece.
Ah,
That
yes.
that's Venom 3, The Last
Yeah. The
Dance.
Last Dance. I mean,
Well,
why not?
well,
What
yeah,
What does that
what are
even
these
mean?
titles?
Yeah. What
The
does that
last
even mean?
that's
The
what I
Last
mean.
Dance.
It's a for basketball reference,
It
like,
should
come
have
on.
been called like,
Like,
yeah, it should have been called like the Final Bite, or I don't know, the like I
I
don't
don't
know,
know.
something. Not The Last
They let
Dance.
him do whatever with that franchise,
They do.
Sony.
They're just like, I don't know,
Yeah.
you know. And everybody's favorite villain was released in the post credit scene. So
No. Was he really?
no, yeah, he really was.
I thought they said this
Like,
is the last Venom, though.
wait, actually, I don't even think. I think it wasn't. It might not even been post credit. It might have been before that, but I don't know. But
Uh,
no, he shows up, and oh, yeah, it's the last one for Tom Hardy,
yeah.
and Venom. I mean, spoilers, people. Venom dies at the end, and
What?
yeah,
I'm actually
Venom.
very surprised.
Venom sacrifices himself to save Eddie Brock, so Eddie lives.
Wow. I'm
Yeah,
very surprised at that.
yeah. There's no actually shows up earlier because I guess from what I read is that there was something going on with Eddie and Venom's symbiosis that
Yeah.
led to like it prevented Null from escaping captivity, you know. So
Yeah.
they needed them to die or whatever, to separate or die for him to get free. So he actually wins because at the end of the movie he's free. But
Yeah.
and he's coming to destroy the universe, but we don't know what universe. He
Mhm.
actually says the King in Black is free or the King in Black is back, and I was like, oh,
Back in
shoot me
Black.
now, because you know that was the big crossover with Noel a couple years ago was
Uh,
the King in Black, and I'm just like, yeah,
I
these are
had
the
no
things.
idea.
Yeah, I just sometimes, man, like I think you have Noel's first appearance down here in the long box. To be honest with you,
No, I don't.
you sure? Because you were buying Venom for a little bit, weren't you?
No, no,
Are you
I don't have
sure?
a single Venom. No.
Or you were buying
I
Miles? You were buying
was buying
Miles.
Amazing Spider-Man and
You were
Ultimate
buying Miles the
Spider-Man.
Spider Man. Because
Yeah, I said
yeah.
Ultimate
So
Spider-Man.
but yeah, I guess you don't have it because when I tell
You
you,
try to taint my reputation like
I
that.
did, I put Sully Jarrett. I
Yeah.
apologize. But I mean, and look, people, if you like Venom, good for you. but it's no secret how I feel about it.
Mhm.
Because I used to love Venom and it ended quickly when he became super overexposed and it hasn't stopped. And now we have Null, and I'm just like, and the thing about it that made me so mad about Null Bud is that
The
they found an
retcons?
no, the retcons and the fact that they found an artist that basically draws just like Todd McFarlane.
Oh,
Yeah, so he was drawing Venom when they released when they premiered Null and everything, and everybody went
yeah.
nuts. And I'm like, Todd McFarlane, he's dope, but he's a particular kind of dope. And I feel it's like past. His time has passed. So the
Yeah.
fact that his style, somebody who draws in his style, showed up and did something so influential, I'm like, is this happening again? Like I was like, because Tom McFarlane really like changed a lot of stuff, and
Yeah.
not all for the good stylistically, So now this dude shows up, and as soon as you open a book, I'm like, yeah, that looks like Todd. And now he releases this character that's basically like Venom's god, and
Mhm.
everybody loves it. And I'm like, am I missing something? Like, am I missing something? So I don't know. It's like, when somebody recommends a place and everybody loves it, and you're supposed to go eat there, and you go eat there, and it's just like mid, and you're like, am I the only one that thinks this is mid? And
Yeah.
that's what it's like. Like I'm like, am I?
I don't know. It's a mixed
So,
bag.
so we'll see where it goes with Null and the MCU and
They're not letting him
Sony.
join the MCU.
It's hard to
That
say.
No, they like what?
Well,
They
think
literally let
about
them
it.
do their own thing.
But Sony's Spider Verse is a hot mess.
Yeah, and they're just letting them do
Yeah,
their own thing. They're not
they do
touching
post.
that. They're letting them merge. Like
The
they did the
Craven.
post credit scene they gave us. Like they're literally they gave us the post credit scene of what No Way Home with Tom Hardy, just to
Yeah,
acknowledge, hey, this is a different universe.
yeah, yeah.
Or like
True,
that like that's their own thing.
true.
They're
They.
never no, they're not bringing that mess over. Kevin Feige does
Mm,
not want that.
he's like, you keep that over there, cuz.
Yeah,
Those are our backwoods cousins over there. They're
yeah,
just doing their thing.
yeah.
Did but did Craven come out yet? No.
No, they got pushed back
Yeah,
till
it kept
December. I
pushed
think it's
back.
supposed to be Christmas or something around then.
That's so
I'm
crazy.
seeing
Everything's
that
good.
one. I didn't see Venom 3 because
Yeah.
I didn't watch the first two, and I just was not taking the time to do that. I am gonna watch
Mm.
Craven though, just because I know it's gonna be a hot mess.
Oh yes, but I like the dude that plays Craven. And the fact that Russell Crowe is playing his dad. Russell Crowe just leaned into I ain't working out no more.
No,
I'm just
I'm
gonna
gonna be an
do
old
stuff.
grizzly dad
Yeah,
in every
big
movie
old
I'm in now.
belly and just like just be
Yeah,
mean. I'm like that dude, man. He was Maximus Aurelius or whatever.
yeah,
I was like he was the gladiator, like straight up.
yeah.
Oh, it's crazy.
But real quick, Venom Last Dance, 36% on Rotten Tomatoes.
36.
Yes.
Wow, that'll have a hard time bringing that score up. I don't see it
The,
happening.
no, 6.2 on IMDb.
That seems about right.
Yeah. But you bring up Gladiator with Russell Crowe,
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
and Gladiator 2 is coming out next month. I think November 22nd. It's
Mm-hmm.
getting really good test screenings, which is crazy
What you
because that
say?
trailer looked awful.
Yeah, I remember we had a heated
Oh,
conversation about
I
yeah
will still stand my ground. That trailer looked
that trailer.
awful. That
But
trailer was terrible.
and what was my argument? It doesn't matter. It's going to be good. Like seriously. And but what? Yeah, I knew. I knew. I just like knew.
No,
I was like,
I'm so skeptical on Ridley Scott. He's 90 and
yeah,
and
he
uh
is.
every
Yeah,
other movie of his is hit or
he,
miss.
he's in a chair like this. Cut, 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 cut. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, okay.
That was it. That was it.
That was
That was
it.
the
You're
shot.
like Ridley. He was like, what? What? He's like, this
Yeah.
next scene in Blade Runner, like we're filming Gladiator 2. Oh, it's all the same.
Yeah. Blade
It's
Runner's
all the
next year.
same. He's like, yeah, it's all the same. But hey, it comes out, it's good.
comes out screenings of the
Yeah.
movie are good, and people are praising Denzel Washington's
They're saying
performance.
it's gonna get him his third Oscar, bud.
Yeah.
Hey, you know
Which,
the
if I
famous.
correct me if I'm wrong, you had doubts of his performance.
Well, they were saying the accent, and I saw him doing the thing with his lip.
Yeah.
But
His
but you
Denzel
know,
thing.
as Denzel likes to say, I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something.
He did say that.
He
Yeah.
did. I love it. So whatever he does in this movie, I cannot wait to see it.
Yeah.
Like I'm like
I
the
mean, it has
amount
a
of
stacked
praise.
cast, so
Like it does. The fact that they're talking about Denzel winning an Oscar, I'm like, he's a supporting character. I'm like he does no fighting, I'm assuming. So
yeah.
who knows? So we'll see. We shall see. And I'm going. I'll be at the theater for that
Yeah.
one. With my
It got me
popcorn and my
excited for
icy.
it to see it. I was
Yeah.
gonna see it regardless, but at least I have
Oh,
hope
bud.
I will enjoy it.
You will. That just shows that a bad trailer.
That's
You were
very
like,
rare.
you're like, no good movie ever has a bad trailer. That's what you said.
That is very
What?
rare.
That's what you said.
Okay, can you give me a movie with a bad
Gladiator
trailer?
2.
That
Gladiator
hasn't
2.
even come out yet. Give me a movie that has come
I
out.
already know it's going to be good. I
'Cause
can't
I can
think
give you
offhand.
bad movies with good trailers. But I can't give
Yeah. Oh,
you.
yeah. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. I would have to think on that, but it was just you were so adamant. So when I started seeing like the
And
I
the
was like,
internet
oh my
was
gosh.
agreeing with me.
The internet was, but sometimes the internet's wrong. And this was definitely, I mean, it still has to come out. We still have to see it.
Yeah.
Because I still remember that rhino in that trailer too. It was looking kind of janky. The dude was riding on a rhino. And I'm like, I don't know if that's possible. Like I still don't. I'm still not sure if you can ride a rhino.
Yeah, I
Like
highly doubt they would let you.
like you can tame a lot of animals, but you ever seen a rhino in a circus? You know what I mean?
No, no.
Like you see
And
lions
yeah,
in a
you think they would
circus.
try that. Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like they're like, nah, this thing cut loose, nobody here stopping it.
Mhm.
You know, like you shoot a lion, it'll just drop. You gotta shoot a rhino a couple times. So
Mhm.
yeah.
I mean,
Like
shoot, you can train elephants.
yeah, they train elephants, but the elephants are like, we just like to chill. You never see rhinos in a zoo. You never see hippos in a zoo. There's a reason for that.
Yeah.
They're probably just too aggressive. Just too aggressive.
Oh, hippos for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. To our animal experts out there listening, hey, correct us if we're wrong, please. But right now, that's my theory. They're too aggressive to be in a zoo, not a zoo, in a circus. So yeah, but yeah. So anyways, that was
You weren't
my one issue
Oh, with the trailer. Okay.
with the trailer was that janky
Issue with
rhino.
the trailer.
Yeah.
Another movie coming out next month that you're excited to see is Wicked.
Yes. Yes. I am.
And recently, there's been some controversy
Yeah. Yeah.
with the star Cynthia Erivo.
Yeah. I'll take that. I'll
Cynthia
take that.
Erivo,
Yeah. Yeah.
super talented actress.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tony
Tony,
winning.
she's got the doesn't she have the
She doesn't have an Oscar.
no
She's been
Oscar? She was
nominated.
nominated. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but yeah, she's a super
Yeah.
talented actress. Anyway, there's a controversy with her. She had some complaints with a fan edited poster of the Wicked
Yeah.
film. So the Wicked film announced the official poster for the movie, and it pays homage to the Broadway poster. With
Yeah.
Glinda whispering and the Wicked Witch of the West is here, right?
Yeah. Who has a
Uh,
name? By the way, she has a name. But anyways,
I gotta watch the movie
anyways,
to find that out.
yeah, I'm about to read the book. I'm about to read the book to be honest
It's
with
a
you. So
book.
it was based on a book, then it became a Broadway play, and now it's a movie. So
Uh,
yeah. And
I thought the play came first.
nope, it was a book first. It's called. If you give me a second, because it's called Wicked, and it's like the story of
Yeah, I knew that.
yeah, it goes on because it's I mean you're actually I'm pretty sure your Aunt Sarah read it when it came out because she talked
Mhm.
about it to me a couple times, and I was like, damn. Um, so
So this controversy was with Cynthia Erivo, who's playing the witch, and there's the fan edited poster. What it was they just made the live action poster look like the Broadway poster. They
yeah,
kind of change the witches, like they added like red lipstick, covered her eyes with a hat and shadow, and like gave it a little smirk. That was basically it. They made the live action poster look like the Broadway poster.
yeah,
And
yeah,
Cynthia tweeted a long tweet. She was really offended by it. To quote it, like part of it is none of this is funny, none of it's cute. It degrades
yeah,
me. It degrades us.
yeah,
That was one of her tweets. She said, "This is
yeah,
the wildest, most offensive thing I have seen, equal to that awful AI of us fighting." Yeah,
yeah.
long tweet about the
Long
poster.
tweet. Yeah, yeah. She goes on to say like how the original poster is an illustration, and she's a human
Yeah,
being, and she talks about because the argument is like how her eyes are covered in the Broadway poster and in the homage, but in the poster, like you see her eyes looking at you. And look, I think she's tripping. That's all I'm saying.
oh,
Like,
100%.
yeah, like I talked to your cousin Courtney today about it, and she was like, "Yeah." She's like, when I saw her thing, Courtney, Courtney, she was like, when I saw her, like, she was like, I was
Yeah,
like, what? Like, and I mean, this is my whole thing, buddy. This is not 1993 Angela Bassett. What's love got to do with the poster? This is not that. You know what I'm saying? Because you know the story behind that poster. Disney didn't put her on the poster. It was
okay.
Tina Turner biography,
Yeah,
and they did like this silhouette, and then a teeny tiny Angela Bassett like dancing in the bottom. You know what I mean?
okay.
And people were offended by that. Like it's Tina Turner movie. She's playing Tina Turner, but you didn't put her face on the
Yeah.
poster. So there's that. This ain't that. This
No.
is like some fan just did that.
For
Could pay
fun.
to pay homage to the Broadway poster,
Yeah.
which was actually better because it was like implied that you didn't know how the Wicked Witch was actually feel. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you just see like the
Yeah, not just
smirk.
that,
Yeah,
it's implied that,
yeah,
also the Broadway posters like that because, that play is always in cycle. It's not the same
yes,
actress.
yeah, yes, yeah. So, so she really just. Oh man, this is like.
It was blown way out of proportion.
Yeah, yeah. She damn near got herself canceled for that one.
Yeah.
I was like, girl, like
Yeah.
you better watch when you pull the race card.
Like,
You better,
I know,
like,
like,
just, I mean,
I know why they have the live action poster like that because contracts, they have to show the actor's face in the poster.
right,
That's why we have
right.
such crappy posters now. Like, they're all,
Yeah,
like,
they're
the
not. Yeah,
same.
yeah, yeah.
So,
That's
the
so
most they could
true.
do with this was an homage,
Yeah, yeah.
but for her to be
So,
super offended by a
oh my
fan editing
gosh,
that, like,
yeah, yeah.
there's
It was
fan
crazy.
edits for everything.
Everything, yeah. Like you made it more popular. I didn't know anything about it
Yeah.
until she got pissed.
No,
Like
me
I
neither.
was
And then
like,
I
yo,
found it and I was like, "Oh, this
yeah,
is good.
yeah.
Why is she tripping?"
Yeah, because then when I saw it, I was like, "Wait, it's still you?" Like I
Yeah.
was like, "It's still
Yeah,
you."
it's
It's
not
not
like they
like
took
he.
her out or, like,
Yeah, yeah.
changed
They
anything
gave
about
you red
her.
lips instead of dark
Mhm.
green lips, and like covered your eyes, and
That
it's the
was it.
poster, and you're
Yeah.
mad. Like I'm like, man, you totally missed out what that dude was trying to do, or I don't
Yeah.
know who made it, but
It's just
I
a
was like,
person.
this person. I was like, what in the world?
Yeah. Just so
Man, they're
super, like, snobby.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
This
You're
could have
feeling
been
yourself a
handled
little
a
too
lot
much.
better. Yeah.
Yeah, like it could have just been like, oh, yeah, I saw it, and keep it moving
Yeah.
because you're still on the real poster. Like
Yes.
you're still on the real the one that's going to be on Sunset, and the one that's going to be like everywhere. Like
Yeah.
you're still on that one. So this is just some fan made stuff. Like wait till you see what I draw.
Yeah. And
It's you know,
it wasn't offending you at all.
no, there's nothing offensive about it.
No.
So it was crazy. That was some crazy stuff. Like
Yeah, it was weird. Just weird.
yeah, it was weird. It's sometimes you look for things that aren't there sometimes.
Yeah.
But
That's
yeah.
what it felt like. It felt like she just wanted, and I
Yeah.
don't say this a lot about people, but just
Mm,
felt like she was wanted to be
yeah.
offended by something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But who knows? Hollywood hype machine. Maybe they're like, yo, somebody needs to say something crazy so
Yeah.
people start talking about this movie. Nobody's
Maybe.
talking about Wicked. We need to get people
Yeah.
hype. You never know. She's like, I'll take it on the chin. I'll say something
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. But I'm still gonna go. Me and your cousin
Me
already got
too.
it set up. I'm going.
Yeah,
Me,
it'll be
your
worth
cousin, and
checking
your
out.
grandma. Yeah, I want to see it. Low key
Yeah.
Wizard of Oz fan that I am.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be there. Seeing how they did her dirty, and she became the Wicked Witch of the West.
Yeah.
You know,
It'll be good. It'll be a good watch, hopefully.
right, card. So good. Yeah, it's They said Wicked is the one that started the idea of like, hey, let's take this villain and show
Mm,
what made them a villain and turn them into almost like an anti-hero.
that
And
makes
I was like,
sense.
damn. I was like, yeah,
I
that
think
was
they're right.
Wicked. Yeah, they were right. I mean, it was
Yeah.
95 when the book was written.
Yeah, I can't think of anything
Mm.
before that.
Yeah. So I mean, Wicked led to
Maybe.
Maleficent.
Yeah, I know. I know. It really did.
Yeah, it
God.
did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
God.
But maybe what?
Oh, I was like, maybe this isn't even a separate book. This is literally explained in the same book, but with Lord of the Rings, Gollum,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
his little flashback. But that's like I don't. That's not the same. That's not a whole
No.
story
Yeah. Of like how
devoted.
this villain became.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But isn't it funny how back in the day you were just like, this is the bad guy and they're bad.
Yeah.
and that was it. And it was just accepted. And like, there was no nuance to why because they, it was actually, I thank comic books for that, because comic books were the first one, like probably in the 80s, to start talking about this idea that nobody thinks they're the villain. Like nobody
Yeah.
ever thinks they're the bad guy. I mean, because no one does. So writing, it changed like how they wrote stuff.
Yeah.
Like Magneto used to be the leader of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. Like, why would you name your group
Why would you name your
that?
group that?
Yeah,
Yeah. It probably
yeah,
says a lot about society.
yeah. The Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
yeah,
Like, how are you gonna get a tax break with that name?
yeah, yeah. What do you do? We're evil.
Yeah.
Really? What do you do? Evil stuff. But yeah. Anyways, yeah.
Uh, recently, out of the news, Superman Legacy is coming out next July.
Hmm.
The Kickstarter film of James Gunn's DC universe.
Yes, yes, yes.
Recently, he tweeted out a picture of Krypto, the Superdog, who's going to be in the
Yeah,
film. It
yeah,
was just a picture of Superman and Krypto looking out, from space out at Earth, and
yeah,
it was just like a man and his dog.
yeah,
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 but he also tweeted it was him adding Krypto. Was inspired by him. Like, at the time of him writing the script, he
mm,
recently got a dog. He rescued a
yeah,
dog, and he
yeah,
based that experience on Krypto.
mm, yeah, yeah. I think it's cool. I think it's risky. Um,
I think it's risky.
but I think Crypto could be the next Rocket Raccoon. You
He's
know,
not gonna talk. He said that
I
he's
know
not talking.
he's not going to talk, but if
Yeah,
they just play his personality right,
yeah. Groot. He could be the next Groot.
yeah, he could be the next Groot. Yeah, the next Groot.
Yeah,
So
I
I mean,
agree. I love Crypto. Ever
yeah,
since
I
Crypto the
know.
dog, it's a cartoon show.
Crypto the super
Yeah,
dog. Yeah, yeah. I God, that's some Silver Age writing right there, bud.
it really is.
Crypto, like, yeah,
He's
it's
so
the
cool.
dog.
Oh wait, dog that can
Uh,
has Superman's
super.
powers. Tell me that ain't cool.
Hey, luckily he ain't my dog because you know how I train animals. I'd be like,
Shh.
I don't know. He just bit a fire truck. I don't.
Yeah,
I'd be like,
I
yeah,
know.
he just
I
runs
know.
wild. He don't listen. He just runs the neighborhood. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
good. Oh
yeah,
man, dog's best
yeah,
friend.
yeah. I
But they
mean,
also kind of need him because they're making the Supergirl movie, Woman
yes,
of Tomorrow,
yes,
and
you're
he's the
right. And Crypto's,
catalyst for that
yeah,
film.
yeah.
For her to
That
like,
movie's gonna be fire.
I
Yeah,
know, which you
yeah.
sent me. It's filming. It begins filming in January.
Okay.
You sent me that, and that comes
Yeah.
out. That comes out June of 2026.
Oh, okay.
So
That's not bad.
Superman's 2025.
Yeah.
Supergirl is June 2026.
Mm. Yeah, I'm looking forward to both of those. To be honest,
Oh
I
yeah,
really
that
am.
one's gonna be
Oh, did
good.
you read it yet?
I did read it. That was really good. That's
Did
why,
we talk
yeah, I
about it?
not on here, but we talked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, so good,
it
so good.
is. And
Like,
yeah, it is very good. That's why I'm
shout
excited for
out,
this
yeah,
movie.
shout out to Tom King getting after
Yeah,
it. Yeah, that story is amazing, and they're adapting it,
yeah.
in the film. So yeah,
And it's
yeah,
gonna look good too. Like that
yeah,
space like
yeah,
scene. That's
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm looking forward to that.
Hmm.
But before that, we'll get Superman Legacy, which is based on All Star Superman, loosely. Loosely.
Yeah. I have
Yeah.
faith. I think that's gonna be amazing.
Yeah. Superman's tough, man. He's tough to write. He's tough to get right. Like Snyder went too far with the whole God amongst men thing. Like it was so like on the
Oh,
nose.
yeah,
It was
he was
like, dude,
Jesus,
he's
Jesus,
big baby
Jesus.
Jesus. Like,
And which is the
come on.
like lamest way to do it. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
I'm not saying you can't compare him.
yeah.
It's a really good comparison, but it's like I shouldn't say lamest. It's just the simplest way to do it.
There was a crossover early 2000s. It was JLA versus Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
And there was an argument. I think it was Captain America and Superman. And, Cap basically just told Superman, like, you guys do too much, meaning for people.
Mm.
And Superman was like, you guys don't do enough. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I think when in regards to Superman, like, that's kind of one of the big things is like, he is like a god, but he has to temper that with like, humanity has to do what humanity does, and
Yeah.
he was raised human. You know what I mean? So he can't.
Yeah.
I think that's always been his struggle. But people struggle to write that too. That would be difficult. You know.
It
So
would
I
be, but I
think,
have faith in James Gunn.
yeah, I do too. I do too. It's just crazy that seriously the best Superman movie really was Superman from like
I
1980.
know. So
It's just
1978.
crazy. Like it just they caught the essence of it. Like they kind of just knew, and
Yeah.
that was like pre like crisis in comic books. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
that is
they
wild that they're
and
able
they
to
were
do that.
and they were still
Yeah.
able to like get it right.
Yeah.
Like get it right. Like you know, whereas now it's just they took something real simple and made it so complicated. I don't know. I
Mm-hmm.
don't get it. But we shall see. Krypto the Superdog.
I know. I'm hyped.
They'll be throwing catch on the moon.
Oh yeah. Oh, I can't
Yeah.
wait because you're
You
just
heard
gonna
it
want
here
to
first,
go.
people. They'll be
You're just
Yeah.
gonna go pet your dog and right after.
Yeah. Come here,
And
boy.
everyone's gonna be crying when Crypto gets hurt too.
Yeah. Oh,
Something's gonna
what's your
happen. The villain's gonna like kick
Oh
him or
yeah.
something,
Yeah.
and people
And
be crying.
Crypto will swoop in and save him and he'll get
Mm-hmm.
kicked and yeah, it'll be a whole thing. Don't fuck with my dog.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it's
Yeah.
gonna be. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's my dog. That's what your grandma will say. That's my dog. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
hmm
That's cool. Yeah.
Keeping and like in tone with, Superman-esque heroes.
Mm-hmm.
We got a teaser for season 3 of Invincible, the Amazon hit show.
Yes, indeed.
You have any thoughts on it?
I have thoughts on the fact that, like, if you're going to make a teaser, make it worth my while. like that's all.
Oh,
Like, they're,
you don't like how they do
I mean,
these
but they're sitting in
like
the diner
meta,
talking.
yeah, with
Yeah, I'm
these
like, I
meta
mean,
commercials.
it's fine, but it's not like I
It's
don't
just a
know. It doesn't.
teaser. It's not a
It's just what
trailer.
I mean. It's not a trailer. It's a teaser. But man, it's really just like, yeah, we're coming back and blah blah blah. And Cecil popped in, and it's I don't know. It was fine. It
Yeah.
was fine. But I'll be honest, I haven't finished season 2 yet. I didn't. I mean, it
What
said,
are you?
yeah,
Wow.
it said on the teaser, no mid-season break, and
It did.
I said,
Thank God.
hallelujah. I said hallelujah because that's what messed me up with this last one. Like I
Yeah.
got caught up on other stuff and totally forgot to finish the second half of
Yeah.
the season. I
Especially
was
when you
just
give
like,
us 4 episodes, make us
yeah,
wait a
like
couple months after 3 years
after 3 years, you had the gall to
to give us
do a
4
mid-season
episodes.
break. Yeah, like what is
Like,
wrong with you?
what?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they said none of
So
that, and I will say this teaser had better animation than all of season 2.
yeah,
I
yeah,
really think it did. I
yeah,
don't know
that's
what they did
funny.
in this teaser, but I was like, "Oh
Yeah,
my god, why is this looking better than the entire
that's funny.
season 2?"
That's funny. I remember, yeah, because I got up to the episode where they like referenced the bad animation that people were
Yeah.
complaining about. Yeah,
Yeah, my
yeah,
whole thing is like, okay, this teaser and in season 2, you can be meta, but you gotta make the
yeah.
changes. You
Right,
can't, like,
right.
be meta and be like, "Yeah, these are our faults. We're still
Yeah,
gonna
but
do them."
we're still gonna do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But
But hopefully
I love
they fix it up.
Invincible.
Yeah.
I think I've said on here more than once that at one point Invincible was the best superhero comic out.
You
Period.
did.
Point blank. And I'll argue and I'll stand on that. What is that? I'll stand on that hill. I didn't
Yeah.
say it forever, but there was a point
At the time.
where it was
Mhm.
the best superhero book out, and it maintained it for a while. You
Yeah.
know,
And I'll
um,
say, like, I know a lot of people didn't enjoy season 2 as much as season 1 for various reasons, but I think a big point that point in the where season 2 took place in the comic books,
yeah,
I it was kind of the same, like, that first arc in the comic books, it was like, "Whoa, this is amazing," and then
yeah,
after, like, the Omni-Man fight, it was kinda like a little lull,
yeah,
just setting
yeah,
up for the future. So, I
yeah.
don't really blame the show,
Right.
that's
That's
what
just where
they
the
were the
story was.
adaptation was, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I agree with you on that, and I feel like it stays kind of in that for a little bit
Mhm.
because there
And
are a
then it
few
becomes
other things that
amazing.
happen, and then it just
Yeah.
becomes like
Which I
you
didn't
know,
read after,
yeah,
but I need to
yeah,
continue, but
yeah. Because I gave you I had the first 3 omnibus.
yeah, I only read the
Yeah,
first 2.
yeah. My main man Matt Sergi has them right now. I just
Uh,
realized that as we're talking.
as
What
we're
up?
talking.
What up, Serge? Where my book's at? Um, yeah, yeah, but yeah, I mean, Invincible #1 is definitely one of my grails.
Yeah,
Like
it's worth having, I think.
oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's so funny. I was driving around the other day doing something. I forget. I was leaving Kohl's. I was probably getting t-shirts, but and I was just thinking about stuff, and that popped in my head. the teaser, and I said I feel like Invincible might be one of those commodities, like one of those what is it, IPOs,
IPs?
IPs, yeah, that you'll see generationally somebody touches it again.
Uh,
I really feel that way. Like right now, Seth Rogen has his hand on it. There's still the
yeah,
rumors of of live action coming, and I
yeah.
feel like it'll run its course, and then you'll see it again. Like
It could
you know what I
be. It
mean?
it has
Like
like
I
that
feel like it, yeah,
archetype
where
story, you know?
it could yeah, because it's I mean because from you've just even with what you've read where Mark starts and where he ends, whew,
Yeah,
the things he goes through, Omni Man, the things he goes through, like yeah, it's dope, and it
yeah.
ends, which always helps.
It's
Like
yeah,
it ends,
yeah.
so the story is told, and there we go.
Mhm.
You know, 'cause I mean, in a lot of we've talked about it in a lot of modern comics. That's their struggle is because you've been going down for 60 years,
What
and
else
you want
can
to
you
keep
tell?
yeah yeah you want to
What
keep
else
this
can you tell
machine
while keeping it linear
yeah
with everything
like
else that's been told?
that's how yeah
It's
like
kind
it's
of
just like
impossible.
like and only a handful of writers ever acknowledged like that it needs to end. Like Chris Claremont wanted his X-Men to age and come and go and
Yeah.
live and die, and Marvel was like, no, we make money off of those characters,
Yeah,
and I get it,
it's
it's a
all about the
business.
money, yeah.
It's like, but eventually it becomes inaccessible to new readers. Like
Mhm.
so like DC, right? They just launched that new Absolute line,
Yeah.
and we've been talking about it with the Dragato art and Scott Snyder writing Batman, and and we've had our opinions. Well, I told you I ordered Absolute Batman #1. I
Mhm.
got it off of eBay, and I got a Jim Lee variant too. So, and
Oh,
yeah,
sweet.
yeah. So I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
And the story itself, it's not bad. I mean, but basically what it boils down to is they basically in DC creating this Absolute line, they just stole the idea of Marvel's Ultimate line.
Yeah.
They're like, let's keep the essence of who these characters are, and try to change everything else that we can change. Like in the Absolute line, Bruce Wayne's not a millionaire. He's a regular dude. He's a civil engineer, and
Oh,
uh, and
interesting.
he won a contest in elementary school as he designed something, and his prize was he took all his friends to the zoo, and then like all hell broke loose. And I think his dad died. I think his dad was a teacher, and his dad died there. So Bruce
And I'm guessing
like
he was in, like, a bat exhibit.
what's that?
I'm guessing he was in a bat exhibit when it happened or something.
Yeah, so it's and let me thinking Alfred's like a special operative. You know what I mean? Like
Mm.
a spy, like a
That
spy
sounds
basically.
interesting.
And but that he has no connection to Bruce. He comes to Gotham to do one thing, and then side mission, hey, there's rumors of this guy. You
Yeah.
know, so it's not bad. It's not bad. I'm gonna probably actually stick with it a little bit to see where it goes.
Mhm.
But like I said, it's it's one of them things where like if it wasn't called Batman, if you changed his name to something else and changed Alfred's name to something else, it would still be a good story, but nobody would read it.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
it's like so then you get into this whole because I remember with the Ultimate line that Marvel did with Ultimate Spider-Man and Ultimate X-Men, and there was a point where people kept saying there's rumors that Marvel's going to cancel the main line and just stick to the Ultimate line because it became that popular. But then one day it just kind of collapsed in on itself because they hit the same problem
Yeah.
way
A lot
sooner. It
faster
was like
though.
they
Yeah.
were like, "Oh, we rehashed all these old stories with a new twist. Now what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
And how do we get people to care?" And people were like, "Oh, we're done." They probably had a 10-year run that was solid. So I'm
Mhm.
interested in seeing how long this Absolute line goes.
Mhm.
When you got to
If
buy
it's
two,
successful. Yeah.
yeah, you got two Batman books, two Wonder Woman books, two Flash books. And the only differentiation is one's called Absolute. So
Yeah.
and it's so because I'm hearing like the Absolute Wonder Woman's supposed to be good. I haven't heard anything about the Flash yet or the Superman one yet, but so
Yeah.
anyways, that's the thing right now in comics. But
Yeah, we'll see how long it actually survives.
yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I mean, I'm curious. Like the Superman one I heard is almost like he's almost feral. You know what I mean? When he
Oh,
gets
I
to
did hear
Earth.
that. Yeah, I did
Yeah,
hear
and I'm
that,
like
yeah.
and who's writing it? I think Jason Aaron is writing it.
Oh,
Who
really?
yeah, he's a dope writer. He's dope.
Mhm.
But sometimes, man, these guys touch books that they shouldn't touch. That's all I'm going to say. And
Yeah.
it's just like Jason Aaron had that incredible run on Thor, which is probably why they thought, oh, he'll be dope on Superman. Come on over here. But he had a really interesting run on the Avengers that to
Okay.
me was just like things I hate when they do in comics. Like he had them, their base of operations was inside the head of a dead celestial in Alaska. Like that was their base, and I was just like, yeah, I'm
It's
not reading
very
this.
out of touch.
Yeah, just like their base was inside a giant robot's head in Alaska. That
Oscar,
was
how
their
are you
base.
saving anybody
Yeah,
if
like
you're
that's
shacked up
just
there?
like, huh? And it just I don't know. Sometimes they make interesting decisions trying to be
Yeah.
different, and it just doesn't work. And no one tells them it doesn't work because it doesn't work. But
Yeah.
anyways, so yeah, the absolute universe. We'll see where it goes. We'll see where it goes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Another trailer that dropped was that Love Hurts trailer with
Yes. With
Ki Hoi Kwan.
yes
Uh,
from
Short Round and Temple of Doom, and Oscar
Ain't
winning
that crazy? Yeah.
actor and Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh my gosh. You should probably do wow. Oh well, it's too late now. Bump it. A trivia where it's like, which movie was he not in? And list like Goonies,
Oh,
and see how many people pick the right movies.
yeah,
Because like, yeah, it's just like you said. We say his name, they're like, who? And you're like, Short Round, Data. Oh, okay.
yeah. And then
Like, it's like-
yeah,
but he won an Academy Award for Everything Everywhere All at Once.
yes.
It's crazy, crazy. So yeah, he's got that new movie coming out called Love Hurts. He
It's
plays
with the
like,
director of Nobody, that action
hmm
flick, and
yeah,
then Silent Night, that Santa Claus
that
action
violent Santa
flick.
Claus
Yeah,
movie that I wanted to see though. I
you
did
did
like,
want to see. Yeah,
yeah, both of those
I,
movies I wanted to see and just never got around to it. So,
yeah. I'm looking to see now because I want to. I don't know if that director. He might have been a stunt double or something because his
oh yeah,
movies are very action heavy.
yeah, yeah. I've heard good things about Nobody. I really have, and I just
Yeah, it's
never got
getting a
around to
sequel.
watching it. Is it really?
Yeah, there. It's. I think it's almost coming out.
Well, I feel like the premise to Nobody and the premise of This Love Hurts are very similar.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know,
What is this premise? Because I didn't watch the trailer.
he's like was like a mob enforcer or hitman or whatever, and he had like a mission, and instead of killing the lady, he let her go, and then he vanished and became a
Okay.
realtor, like for like years, just living
Yeah,
all
that's funny.
normal. And then they show up. I don't know, because he's really good at selling houses, but somehow they find him and they show up and you know get him to with like an inch of his life, and then finally he's like, well, fuck it, and he starts, and he turns back into the old him.
Yeah, that does sound like Nobody
Yeah,
or
yeah,
Red
right.
or any
Yeah,
of these
or yeah,
movies.
yeah, or History of Violence, even though History of
Yeah,
Violence was done very well.
yeah.
So
It sounds like all those movies.
yeah, it's all like, if only.
Yeah,
But so yeah, but I still want to check it out. And I'm just glad I don't know why it makes you so happy just to see him working. I'm
yeah.
like,
I mean, he's a
yes.
positive guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's very unproblematic.
The fact that Chunk is his agent, you know what I mean? Like he
I thought
like
he's his lawyer.
is he his lawyer? Oh, he's his lawyer.
Yeah,
Okay, he's
yeah.
his
I know he
lawyer.
went to law school. Yeah.
Yeah. But I
Am
thought
I
he went to
wrong?
law
Is he
school.
his
I
agent?
thought he went to law school to become an agent. I think
Oh,
that
okay,
yeah.
okay.
But I know I could be
That
wrong. But
makes sense.
either way, he represents him in some way.
Yeah,
And every time he gets a role or something big, the dude that played Chunk like shouts him out on like on Instagram. Like he's really happy for him. Like I'm
yeah,
like, that's so crazy. Because if you look at Key's credits, he only has 21 credits to his name.
yeah.
That's so crazy. I'm like,
And
yeah,
he
you
took a
were a
huge
thing.
break. Yeah,
Oh,
you do a
decades.
huge thing when you're a kid.
Yeah.
By the time
Yeah.
you're 12, you're done.
You were done. And then
Yeah.
decades later, you come back and you're that
Now
guy.
you're a commodity. Yeah, everyone wants you in
Yeah.
it and their
Yeah. Like he's
stuff.
popping up and stuff where you're like, they literally just wanted him. Like
Yeah,
it's like when he
yeah,
popped up in like Loki, it was like, huh?
yeah.
They just wanted him because he
Mm-hmm.
had no reason to have his part. I'm glad it was good to see him and he was good,
Yeah,
but it's just funny. But he's got a little bit of like, juice now. So good for him. Good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the last bit of news I have. If you want to get into the reviews real quick of the stuff we're
Okay.
watching now, we can do that.
Oh, yes. Let's do that. Let's do that. Proceed, son. Proceed.
Okay. Because it's on the
Let's give
top of
him.
my head.
Let's do the good first. Can we do the
You
good
want to do the
first?
good? Oh,
Are
okay.
you want? All right,
Okay.
we'll do the
No, no,
bad.
no.
We'll do the
Let's.
bad.
I don't think it was bad. So, okay.
Okay.
I just watched the latest episode today. So, Agatha, episode
Agatha all
6 and
along.
7. Agatha all
Mhm.
along. Episode 6 and 7 has last aired since we've talked. And
Yeah.
I think it was the best two episodes of the show by far.
Okay. So when you say the best, like, is it like you went to McDonald's and you had the two best double cheeseburgers you ever had, or are you actually saying it's good now? What are you saying?
I'm saying it's actually good now. I'm saying out of all the MCU shows that have aired, of all the MCU shows that have aired, I think these two episodes that I've watched, it was up there with my enjoyability. Me sitting there being like, "Oh, I'm intrigued."
Are you sick?
That's not a high bar.
I
MCU
mean, are you?
shows that it's
I can't believe you're giving this much praise to this show. This is
the
blowing my
last two
mind.
episodes had me really intrigued. I don't know if it's because the first five were not good.
I will
So
say
now
that
the bar was so low to begin with.
this is the first time you've ever gotten on board with an MCU show after the first half. Because you're usually
Yes.
like the first half is strong and the second half turns to crap. This
Mhm.
is the first one that has ever like
Changed the
turns you
corner.
around.
It has though.
Yeah.
These are the best two. I'm not saying it's best two pieces of television.
Yeah.
No, but for the MCU shows, it's not as good as Loki. It's not as good as like WandaVision, but I'm liking it better than I did Hawkeye, and I'm liking it better than
Really?
I did Secret Invasion. Yeah, Hawkeye I thought was it was
Quit
a fun
saying
time.
Secret Invasion. I liked Hawkeye. I did. I liked Hawkeye from start to
It was
finish.
enjoyable, but
It was
like
unnecessary, but
it
I
was
liked
so
it.
unnecessary. This one
Yeah,
I
but
kind
I
of
did
feel
like it.
I'm getting that sense of it's vital.
That it's vital.
Yeah,
Really?
for Agatha,
But
and
I
they're
was
doing
watching.
like unique stuff.
Wow. Okay.
Like
I'm
episode
still
6 explained Billy, the kid teen's past with him
yeah,
being Billy
Billy.
Maximoff, and I thought that was interesting. It was a cool little mystery, seeing what led him up to the show. And episode 7 had some good time, you know, some time interpretation,
Yeah, yeah.
which I thought they foreshadowed well.
You think they pulled that off?
I think they pulled
That
it off
okay.
because the whole
Okay.
show
Yeah,
up
yeah,
until
they
then, she
did
was having
foreshadow
random
her these
spurts
moments of
talking.
like what is wrong with her, yeah.
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 And there's like it flashed back to that, and I was like, "Oh, it's weaving," and they're
Yeah.
kind of showing us like so
Yeah.
you wouldn't be confused. And I thought they pulled it
Yeah.
off. And
I
the episode 7 was the first time where I was like, "Oh, the witch's vote is kind of challenging with the
yeah.
swords and stuff." I was like,
yeah,
"Oh,
this
they
could
might not make
they
it."
might not make it. This could
It's-
be bad.
yeah,
Yeah. I I'm still like your mom walked in the house while she's like, you're still watching this. I'm like, yeah, babe. I
you
was like, I
still like
just
that
yeah, I
with these
mean,
last two episodes. How?
I don't know if I just haven't connected with the characters. I don't know, but like I'm not like, oh, this is so horrible, but I'm still bothered by the quality of it, and I just feel like there's a weird vibe to it. Something just feels off to me when I watch it. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but something feels off to me about the show. I don't know. But
Interesting.
I'm gonna watch it to the end. And because I'm ridiculous, I keep checking IMDb and it keeps going up in rating. And
Oh
I haven't
yeah,
seen
it
that.
keeps getting better.
It keeps getting people like literally the reviews keep getting like it was like a 6.5 and now
Yeah.
it's a 7 and it's not easy to raise that. like it's
No,
not easy to get that to
it's
go
not.
up. I haven't really seen a show go up before. Like shows will be like 9.0s and then 2 weeks later they're 8.8s and they're 8.6 and they they'll level
Yeah,
out
it
at like 8.
drops. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Agatha keeps going up.
To be
And
fair, I
I'm
had a
like,
lot against it even on its premiere before it
so
even
I
aired.
just but like the people who were day oneers and loved it, Look, it's 7.1 now. Like
I
it's
just
like
looked
that.
it up. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I
I'm
think it's gonna
like,
stay at that. Like it's a
but
solid.
that's solid. That's
It's
solid.
solid.
We can't argue that it's not.
And I
So
think it is solid. Like it has me
I'm
actually like intrigued because at the end of this episode, Rio, the Green Witch,
yeah.
she's death.
She's death.
Whoa.
Yeah.
She's
Ooh.
the big bad, I guess.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool reveal. Like
Yeah.
stuff like that, I thought that
So
was a cool reveal
yeah.
because they even
So
foreshadowed that.
we'll see. But for her to be death, like be death,
Yeah,
we'll see.
makes sense. I'm like
Cause
Plaza is kind of a big name.
yeah,
Makes
yeah.
sense.
So I feel like how she's playing it, that's how she should be like in every situation.
Yeah,
She's death. She's like the manifestation of death.
yeah.
So she should never be worked up.
Scared?
Yeah,
Yeah,
just like, I'm here. But so yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna continue and I'm still interested in seeing where it all ends. I have no theories. I'm not speculating at all. At all.
yeah. Me neither.
I'm just waiting to see where it goes. You
Yeah,
know. I mean, I did say that Billy was gonna be I did say team was gonna be Billy. And I did
you
say
did.
that,
I
you
th-
know.
I think we're all just waiting for that shoe to drop.
Yeah.
We're just like,
But
okay, when are they gonna reveal that he's Wanda's kid? But I like how
yeah.
they did it. Like it's her kid, but it's not like
Well, that's kind of how it worked in the book, somewhat.
yeah,
Like yeah, the spirit. So they were already like, yeah, people, and they went into yeah.
yeah. That's
So,
cool. I liked it.
but there is definitely, and I hate to say it, a connection to Mephisto. So we'll see.
Oh my god,
We'll see. Yeah,
Mephisto.
I said the M words because
You gotta
when Juan,
pronunciate that better.
yeah.
M
Mm,
M word.
M word. Yeah. When they when she made them in the comic, she used her magic to impregnate herself, and it came to find out that it was they were both fragments of Mephisto's soul.
Yeah,
So that crazy comic book logic was still applied to her. Yeah, she created all that illusion and all that stuff with the time, but she also did create two people.
yeah,
Like so they could still that could still be the case. Like yeah, what's one thing to
and
make a
that's why they
house
never
look like
really like die, right? They're
yeah,
like still
because they were
floating out there.
yeah, their souls just found new hosts.
Yeah,
So because yes, they were actually like souls,
yeah,
but or pieces of Mephisto's infinite soul.
yeah.
So yeah, so we'll see.
We'll see. It's interesting.
I have their first appearance, I think, as babies. I know I had it at one point. And that's the thing. I remember buying that limited series, Vision and Scarlet Witch. It was a 12-issue limited series. It was the 80s. It was bad. But it was drawn bad. It was written bad.
Yeah,
But they were conceived and born in that Agatha Harkness is in it. The Salem
yeah.
7 are in it. Like and I don't think I have it anymore. I might have. I don't know.
Man,
Anyways, it's just funny that now here you are, like they're relevant. That book's
yeah.
relevant. That book's a key, But anyways, I'll check. So yeah. So we have two more episodes or one.
Two. We have two
I'm
more.
assuming so it's gonna end after Halloween, like a week after. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
Okay. Well, okay. I'm here for it. Can we talk about the show that's unarguably or inarguably good?
yes. I think that's the collective opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a hit for HBO. The
Yeah.
Penguin.
Yeah, the
The
Penguin.
Penguin.
Look, I told you months ago on here the standard for how good the show is how fast your mom watches it.
Uh,
And and when I said,
that is
"Babe,
true.
you should watch the Penguin," and she was caught up the next day, I was like,
I've been
"Damn,
telling
babe."
her. I've been
I
telling
was
her to
like,
watch this
"Okay,
show.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, it's good." I don't even know where to start. It's been 2 weeks, so we've gone through the origin of Sophia.
Yeah, we saw her
and
origin,
then we
which was
saw,
gruesome.
yeah, it was rough. Trigger
Yeah.
warnings, jeez. And yeah, and then we saw the aftermath of the deals that were, and yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Golden Globes next year and Emmys next year
Hmm.
for sure, because they're bringing it. You
They
know,
are. Who would have thought Sophia Falcone would be, one of the best characters of the show?
Sophia Gigante.
Gigante, my bad.
I'm a gigante.
Gigante.
I'm a
Yeah.
gigante. I said, yes,
She,
you are, baby girl.
yeah, that speech, episode
Yeah,
4 at
yeah,
the end. Well,
yeah,
not just the Gigante speech, but when she kills her family,
yeah,
that speech too. She's giving
yeah,
some good monologues.
yeah. She's a beast.
Hmm.
Now you've read Long Halloween, right?
Yeah, years ago.
And
She's in
well,
it.
she's in it, but
Yeah,
she's
the
gigante the
hang.
whole time.
Oh, she is.
Yeah, and
Oh,
I want to say
because I know
that
she's
she's a
the
cousin,
hangman.
but she's not.
No,
No, they
she's the
changed.
daughter. She's the daughter.
Yeah, but she's a gigante because she must have married a gigante or something.
Mm,
It's different. It's different in the But I mean, she looks totally different in the comic too.
yeah,
But
yeah,
but yeah, yeah. But I think the actress, I don't know her name, that's playing her. I didn't know because she usually does comedic stuff. So
yeah.
I didn't know she had it in her.
No,
She's legit.
she is. Her name is Christine Melotti
Yeah,
or Kristen
yeah,
Melotti. Kristen
yeah.
Melotti.
Gigante,
Born and raised in New Jersey.
I said, yeah, she's legit.
Yeah,
I feel like Oz's mother is going to be a major liability here real soon.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
She gotta go.
yeah, because the idea that he was able to keep her hidden for so long, there's a reason for that.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
But what do you think's going to happen to Victor?
That's what I was gonna ask you. You know what I
Well,
think?
hmm,
Uh, so I think it's gonna come down to the wire. It's gonna be like Oz or Vic, or for Oz's survival, Vic's gonna have to go,
yeah,
and that's gonna be the breaking point to show the audience. Oh yeah,
he's a bad guy.
this
Yeah,
is the Penguin. Like this is the
yeah,
Penguin. That's one of Batman's greatest foes. Like
yeah,
it's gonna
yeah.
make us hate him because right now we
Make
still
us hate
support
it.
Oz. Like they're doing a
Yeah,
good job being like, okay, he's bad, but like this is what made him
yeah,
this way. He's a product of his environment. Like it's survival of the fittest.
yeah,
But he's treating Vic like honestly like a son.
yeah. You heard it's you and me now,
Yeah.
and I was
But
like,
I
ooh,
think he's gonna go. I don't
yeah,
see him living
yeah. If he
surviving
makes it
this.
through, I'll be surprised. Now, do I want him to make it through? Yeah, I do. I
Yeah, I
like
do.
Victor. I
I
want
really
him to
like
make
him.
it. Yeah,
Mhm.
but I just feel like Oz is going to backstab him, and he's like, yeah, this is who the Penguin is. This is
Yeah.
what he does. This is why nobody fucks with him.
Yeah.
Because as in
It's him versus
yeah,
everybody else.
yeah, no matter what. So
Yeah.
he's gonna probably lose his mother. Victor's gonna probably be somehow involved, and
I don't think he's gonna flat out like, "Oh, what'd you do?" Bang.
no,
I think it's
no,
gonna be
no.
like he has to make a decision, to
Mm-hmm.
survive, and he's gonna just be collateral damage of that.
Yeah,
That's what I think. We'll see. We have
yeah,
3 episodes left.
we do. I'll be sad to see him go.
I know.
It was. I'm talking about surprise. I mean, I knew it was going to be good, but it's talking about surprise hit. Jeez,
I know. And
it's
supposedly where this ends, it's gonna end during the winter time of where the show takes place, and like
mhm.
2 weeks late later is like where Batman 2 picks up.
Oh, that'd be dope.
I'm pretty sure
That's
that's what they said.
this is gonna sound ridiculous, but that was like the type of stuff Agents of Shield was trying to do.
I know.
It just couldn't.
Just
It was
couldn't
so
do it.
bad. They couldn't pull it off.
Yeah, so
They
and
couldn't pull
no
it
one
off.
cared anything that happened
Yeah,
in that
they
show.
would be
I
like
don't
this
like,
week
is that even
cameo.
canon now? Like, they don't even
Agent of
say it.
Shield was like you realize like in I think Avengers 2
Yeah.
when they find all those like helicarriers that happened in Agents of Shield.
Yeah.
Like that
I mean,
set that up.
even,
Yeah,
like,
I was
Ghost
like,
Rider was in that show. No one and we're like,
yeah,
"When's
I
Ghost
was
Rider gonna be in the MCU?" We're
yeah,
still
I was done
asking
by
that.
then. Yeah, I was done. I mean, they went to the Kree planet. They did
Yeah.
all kind of stuff on it. I gave up after like season 3. Now my man Ryan kept watching.
Good for
But I
you.
swear he kept watching just because of Daisy. because of Quake. He was like,
That's fair.
yeah, he just kept watching because of her. It was funny. Like there
That's
would be
funny.
episodes of Agents of Shield that were so bad. I'd be
Yeah,
like, did you even give them any money for this episode? Like this is terrible.
that's a cable television or network
Yeah,
television.
yeah. But Agent Carter was good. It was just a period piece, and both seasons of that show were good, solid to good.
I forget that
Yeah,
was a show.
yeah.
I
They
forgot that
can't. They
was.
they didn't renew that for some reason, but yeah.
Yeah. What do you think with the Penguin about the recasting of Carmine Falcone from
Um.
John Turturro to Mark Strong?
Well, initially when I first saw it, I was like, "That's not Totoro,"
Mm-hmm.
and then I was like, "Oh, that's Mark Strong," and I was like, "He's good." So,
Mm-hmm.
and then when I first saw him, I was like, "It's not Totoro. It's Mark." And I was like, "It's Mark Strong," and I was like, "He looks kind of funny." But then when he actually did his scenes,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Oh, he's good." You know what I mean? He's good.
Yeah.
Well, Totoro said, we heard him say why he didn't come back,
Yeah, he didn't like what he
like
was doing, like
yeah,
what the
like the
character was
violence
doing.
against women. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Which I get,
Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
but
I'm not hating.
but I was
I
okay with it.
mm-hmm. I just wasn't
And
expecting it when it happened.
well, what's funny about Totoro is like he's a good actor, but he's hit or miss. Like he's hit or miss to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know how to describe it. Like that, he's just
I haven't seen him in enough stuff.
like I
Mark
mean
Strong's
he's
the same way though.
Mark Strong has been cast in like 3 different DC things,
I know.
and they just
He's a
they
good character actor.
he just got cast in something else, some other to play oh it's gonna come to me. I'll look it up because you know he was Sinestro,
Yeah.
and then he was Dr. Savannah and
Mm-hmm.
Shazam,
Mm-hmm.
and now he's he's Falco. I'm like
Carmine
this
Falcone.
dude. Yeah, I'm
I
like
liked
this
his
dude.
take on the character.
Yeah,
I've
I
definitely
did.
felt more of a oh man, this guy might kill me type of
Yeah,
presence.
more menacing.
Yeah. Yeah. I like I like Totoro's performance too. Don't get me wrong. Like I was sad to see him replaced, but Mark Strong did a really good job picking it up where he left off.
Yeah, yeah. Took me a second because he had hair, and I
Yeah.
was like, oh, that's Mark Strong.
Yeah.
I've never seen him
Well,
with
it's also
hair. Well,
supposed
when
to
he
be
was
like a younger version.
yeah,
Oh, you
yeah,
meant of Mark Strong. Oh, Mark
yeah,
Strong with
Mark
hair.
Strong. Yeah,
Oh.
with hair. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I was I'm cool with this. I'm cool with the change.
Yeah.
You know, um, yeah,
Must watch television.
yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. Um, yeah, and that's like the only shows I'm watching right now.
Me
Like,
too.
yeah, yeah. Do you want to slide in the anime corner for a second?
Sure. Because you're
Yeah,
watching stuff. You're a frequent
yeah. Like your mom said,
weeaboo. Is that what you are?
yeah, weeb. Is that what it is? A
You're a
weeb?
weeb.
I
Yeah,
don't know. I
you're a
don't know.
weeb.
I mean, your mom just said you're really watching this anime. I said, yeah, I just kind of am now.
Yeah.
Like, so I tried Tokyo Ghoul, because it gets all kind of hype on my YouTube. All these Tokyo
Season 1.
Ghoul, see, but this is the thing. Okay, let me get to that. All these YouTube videos were like about Tokyo Ghoul, and I was like, why does? And I wasn't even watching them. It was just like the Tokyo Ghoul iceberg, the Tokyo Ghoul explained in 5 minutes, Tokyo Ghoul. Everybody was left to. So I'm like,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna watch Tokyo Ghoul. I made it 4 episodes, and then I tapped out. I was like, yeah, this is not for me. I'm not feeling this. So then I decided to click on one of those videos to see what the hype was. And then I find out it doesn't stay good for long, anyways. Like after the first season, it goes off
Nope.
the rails. And I was like, it was just like weird because I was intrigued after the first episode. The second episode I thought was cool. The third, I was kind of like, and then the fourth, I was like, yeah, I'm done with this show. Like I'm done with it. I'll never
Yeah.
go back. Yeah, it just got too
That was
goofy.
quick.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's very quick.
People
Like, I will
love
give
this
something.
first season though, so that's interesting.
Nah. Well, I can from watching the 4 episodes I watched, I can see how it eventually goes off the rails. Like I was like, oh, this show's just starting to get goofy, and I'm like, I don't have time. I don't like that stuff. So, so I was done. So then my man Marshall recommended an anime called Free Ren. After Journey's End or something like that. And yeah, I started that like Friday, and I'm halfway through the first and only season.
I'm looking it up now.
And it's yeah, it's really good. And not
Yeah?
only
How do you
is
even
it
spell
good,
that? Free? How do you
free
spell that?
Frieren. It's all one word. And it's funny because then on my Instagram it came up that it was one of the best animes of 2022. And
Uh,
I love how my phone listens to me and my TV listens to me and just does that. But but I it's not it's like it's unlike any anime I've ever watched before. Female lead, which
you
I've
say
never.
that all the
You
time.
see,
You
I
just said
always
that
say
about
it. No,
Attack on
no,
Titan.
no. It
You
is.
just said that about Attack on
I've
Titan.
never seen anything like Attack on Titan. Have
Okay.
you?
No.
Okay. so and whatever that genre is for Attack on Titan,
Yeah.
this is not that. Like basically, me watching Free Run, I'm like, okay. Historically, I'm like I need to see some punching, some kicking, some ninja stuff, some fighting stuff. That's my jam. So Attack on Titan definitely took me away from that. And now I'm watching this, and like I said, this is like fantasy, but this is like what happens after Lord of the Rings when um everybody's dead except Gimli and what was the elf's name?
Orlando Bloom.
Uh, yeah,
Legolas.
Orlando Legolas. Right. What happens when it's 50 years later and Legolas is the last one left, and he's still
Mm.
walking around Middle Earth, or not Middle Earth? Is it called Middle Earth?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's Middle Earth.
He's
Yeah.
walking around Middle Earth, and he realizes that the party's all dying, and he's time passes different for him, and he didn't make the emotional connections that they made, and he's starting to feel it. You know what I mean? This
Yeah.
his immortality is actually affecting his quality of life, kind of. So he has to
That's an
retrace.
interesting
Yeah, and he
premise.
retraces the steps of the quest to kind of reconnect with the memories of his friends, and then he starts to bring some other people along the way with him.
Yeah.
And when I tell you there's minimal action, like there's like no
Really?
action until like episode 5. Like it's like watching a drama. I'm just watching it,
Hmm.
and you're watching her Freeran go the places, and everybody remembers the hero and his companions.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was one Helium that they all called Helium the hero. He was the warrior of the group. She was the mage. There was a priest, and there was a dwarf. And everybody, there's statues to Helium everywhere they go because they went on a 10-year quest. And but to her, that's like no time at all because she's immortal. She said the time we spent was less than 1/100th of my life.
Mm-hmm.
And she said it like at the end of the quest, and they're just looking at her like, geez, that's not nice. Like, you know what I mean? But now here you are 50 years later, and she's realizing some things, and it's just good. Like
Yeah.
I said to your mom, I said, babe, I said to your mom, you should watch this. I was like, it's just good. Now there was a battle in like episode 7, but even the battle wasn't like my power. It was like the battle was explaining like some nuances of the character,
Mm-hmm.
like this person's fighting her, and you come to find out that she conceals her true power, but there's a reason why, but it's not. It's just really good. It's really good. So, and I usually don't do like fantasies, like you know. So yeah, and it's only one season, so I highly recommend it. You know,
How many episodes?
23.
Okay.
Yeah. So and the pacing is like, I want to say slow. It's just the pacing is just like you just watch. Like I seriously sat there with my cup of coffee this morning, but it was just like
Mm-hmm.
like watching it. Like, and the oh shit moments are different type of oh shit moments. They're not like, oh, we just punched him into the mountain. It's not like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. And it is interesting because there are multiple times when people are like, your perception of time is different, and it has affected how she
Mm-hmm.
is with people. And I'm like, yeah, I guess that would suck. Like, she's like, oh, we're going to be here for a little while. And they're like, they said 2 years. And she's just like, what? Like, and they're like, 2 fucking years. Like, it ain't, to you, that's nothing. To us, it's like, that's 2 years of my life. I kind of need to get going. So, yeah, it's pretty good. So, yeah, free rent.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a nice change of pace. But after this, I'm going to watch Bleach. So,
Why do you watch these long
Well,
formatted?
I
That's a
already
lot of
well no
episodes.
I already found the list of fillers that I can skip.
Yeah, so you
So,
just still have to watch like 300 episodes, though.
that's all right. Well,
Mm.
is it really that many?
Yeah, just about.
Well, this is the reason, bud, because from
I'm not
what you
saying
showed
don't
me,
watch it. It's amazing, but
that's what I mean. From what you showed me with the Thousand Year Blood War, which is still one of the dopest titles I've ever heard, I don't deserve to watch that until I've watched the rest of Bleach.
that
Like
is
it,
true.
Thousand Year Blood War looked so good that I have to watch. I have to watch it just to be able to say
Yeah.
yeah. And Stubbs, my
Okay.
coworker,
Mhm.
we talked about Stubbs and
Mhm.
Boruto. He started One Piece, and
Wow.
he told me he's digging it. He said, "I see now," and he told me where he was at in the story, and he's digging it. So now I have to watch Boruto. I
I
have to.
pray for you.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I have to give it a shot. I told him I would, but
Yeah, you did. I
I told
know.
him I
I
would.
know. You're a good man,
Because where
chosen
he told me
broad.
where he was at on One Piece, I was like, damn. I was like, you've been watching it. He was like, yeah. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, like
Yeah.
he's up to Usopp, bud. So I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, so you know. But anyways, so yeah, that's it. That was Anime Corner.
Okay. Well, that's all I have. I mean,
Yeah,
Steeler game
this
Monday night. Against the
yeah.
Giants.
See what Russell has to has to do.
Yeah. Hey.
That was
Yeah. He was. It started off rough. The first two drives were rough, but once it
yeah,
got going, he
yeah.
got going.
He got going. It's just crazy that they benched Justin Fields. But I mean, I get why they did it, but it's still like, wow. That
I get
dude's
why
like,
they did it. It opens their options for plays.
yeah, it changes. Yeah, it changes
Yeah.
things a little.
We'll
Because there's
see.
things that Russell Wilson can do that he can't do yet.
Mhm.
So I get it. And how about on a little bit of sports? How about the Colorado Buffaloes? The Coach Prime.
Who's
They're
talking about
ranked.
that team? Oh,
They're
they are?
ranked 23. They did it.
Uh,
They're 6-2, and they're guaranteed a bowl bid.
oh,
And in
nice.
his second year as a coach.
Nice.
So yeah,
Isn't it I
yeah.
think his son, is he going to the draft next year? I think he is.
I don't know what
I think he's,
Shador is
like,
doing.
the only I think he is. I think he's going to the draft next year. The quarterback?
Maybe. Yeah, Shador.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We'll
Yeah.
see. That's just crazy that in 2 years. I mean, but with the NIL and the what do they call it? The portal. I guess anything's possible now. Anything's possible.
True.
But true that.
And we have the World Series, which is going on.
Yeah, and it's a what? A Subway World Series? No, I'm thinking it's LA Dodgers.
Yeah, it's East
Believe it or
versus
not.
West, baby.
Yeah, East versus West. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's wild.
Dodgers are 2-0.
Are they really?
Yep, 2-0.
Damn.
The
You know how
first
much
game
base?
ended with a they were losing, ended with a grand slam.
Yeah, that's nuts. That's
Yeah.
nuts. Yeah. I saw a thing on Instagram and they were like the dude like loaded the bases to get
Mhm.
to this guy and they showed his stats. I'm like, "Oh, wow.
Were
He
they
really
bad?
messed up."
Oh, it was
No.
good. Oh.
He was going to hit a home run. Like it was like, "Oh."
Okay.
It was like
Yeah, he
you
messed
messed
up.
up.
He
You
messed up.
messed up, bro.
Yeah.
But I don't watch enough baseball to really
Yeah.
comment. The guy
All I
literally
know
thought
is
for a
West
second,
Coast, Best Coast.
"Oh, here
Yeah, I
you
conform.
go.
I'm
Here
kidding,
you
I'm
go."
kidding. I was talking crap.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
you were. You were. Mm.
kidding, I'm kidding.
Man, they used to be the Brooklyn Dodgers, you know?
Mhm.
So, yep. But, all right, well, I guess that's it. So, until next time,
Yeah,
peace,
next
son. Yeah,
wait,
wait, go ahead.
I was gonna say next week, tune in.
Yeah,
100.
tune in.
Episode
Yeah,
100. There's a
yeah,
special
hundo.
surprise next
Yeah,
episode.
special surprise next episode 100 in that rare air. Mm. Yeah, come check us out, check us out, check us out. So, until then, he's son.
And he's Pops.
And thank you for listening. Be kind to each other.